This is Lyle Whale, and I'm bringing you World of Warcraft gameplay commentary on my level 10 Drainy Shaman. And I haven't actually made a video in a decent amount of time, and there's a pretty good reason for that. There's also a pretty good reason why, the first video I'm making is about a level 10 Drainy Shaman. If you follow the channel, you know about the Dungeon Floor, which is a series where I'm going through with Milk, RL friend of mine, and we do the dungeons, all the dungeons in the game, and we two-man them. And you might have been expecting something along those lines when you open this video, if you're like a subscriber to the channel, all 60 of you. But actually, there's so many different video projects going on with this channel that I'm actually genuinely curious. Like, if you're a subscriber, it's gonna sound weird. Why did you subscribe? Like, what kind of content were you hoping to see more of? Because, I just kind of go on tangents, and, I'm thinking, hey, Mass Effect, that's a great idea. Let me put some raw Mass Effect gameplay in there. And then I think of a montage. Hey, let me make a Mass Effect montage. And then I just kind of go from there. If you're a subscriber, maybe send me a message, leave a comment or something. Let me know what kind of content you subscribed because you wanted to see. And I'll be sure to get in on that because, I'm a very three-dimensional person. And that's one of the reasons why I'm making this the video with a Drainy level 10 Shaman, is because I don't want to focus on the content necessarily. I want to focus on commentary, because I want to talk about personality and fun. One of the reasons why I haven't made a video in a while is because of technical difficulties. The two main video projects I still have going on are the Dungeon Floor and Welcome to Pandora. And there's this huge Welcome to Pandora thing coming on, but they're both pretty much bottlenecked and sidetracked because of technical difficulties that can't really be overcome right now. So I wanted to do something that was on par with those. So I went through and I looked through like literally 3 or 4 different games, like Medal of Honor, for instance. I got in the beta for the PC, and I wanted to start making some gameplay footage for that. But then I realized that, I don't know, there's something about the game that just, it's not very consistent, and I don't exactly enjoy playing it all the time. I've been looking and trying to kind of outdo myself every single time, and I realized that YouTube, that's not why I started this YouTube channel, Why I started this YouTube channel was to kind of have fun and, put out the kind of stuff I like to see, so that might motivate someone to do something similar, so that, in turn I have something to watch. So I've been bottlenecked and sidetracked with those two projects. Couldn't really figure out what to do, and so I started watching Hobbs' videos. I don't know if you know Hobbs or CNNers, but they're basically very personable people. Like, this description is gonna suck. So Hobbs puts out he puts out World of Warcraft videos, and CNNers puts out, or he traditionally put out, Modern Warfare 2 videos. And that's what they were. Like, that's what they were about, that's what they were like, that's the kind of stuff that they used to release. But then, their personalities kind of overshadowed the games. And then they started making videos talking about random things, or talking about their history in gaming, or talking about their, real life. And those actually became more entertaining than the, gameplay commentaries that they were doing. I was going back and rewatching a few of those videos, like CNNers, for instance, put out, I think it was a few months ago, he put out this video, or this series of videos that got something like 500,000 views in a week, which was kind of impressive. But it's a very, very enjoyable bit of series. It's like 3 videos talking about cooking and girls and women and pining for women and your destiny. in life, and Hobbs was going through and talking about um, his gaming history in Dark Age of Camelot and EverQuest, and I was going through and rewatching these videos. I started this YouTube channel because I wanted to see more of what I like, and I also wanted to actively participate in what I liked. And this is what I liked. I liked watching these kinds of videos. So I was going back and watching these, and then I realized that, it's not necessarily the gameplay footage that people watch it for. It's the commentary and the talking and the audio, and the ability to absorb them as people and as 3D individuals. It has nothing to do with, or it has very little to do with, the actual videos that they put out, like the actual video tracks, like the gameplay, for instance. It has very little to do with that. I really like that. So what I did was I went to World of Warcraft. I logged in and I made a new character called Trondheim, and I just started leveling. And I realized as I was doing this that the game is a very pretty thing. Like, once you get back to the roots, and not necessarily, you just make an alt and you go back to the starting area and just walk around the starting area. Oh, yeah, the game looks kind of nice. No, I don't mean that. I mean, once you sort of feel like you're on a clean start and you're playing the game, from a completely new point of view, it feels like a very beautiful game, because as you're playing the game and as you become more experienced, I didn't really think of the game as a series of exploration, and I know that a lot of people stopped. They started thinking of it in terms of raid progression and epics and arena ratings and these quantifiable things that don't really represent the game as a whole. Because the game it's a fantastic game. It's a very pretty game. I used to have the specs on low, so that way there'd be as few errors as possible whenever we're doing the dungeon floor recording. So I had everything, like all of the graphic details, on low. But for this, I decided to turn them up. And I liked it so much that I decided to start making a video out of it, because this game is pretty. I forgot at some point in time. I forgot that this game is pretty. And I forgot that this game is fun and interesting. And not necessarily because of, all of the abilities or all of the ways you can use to min-max your character. I mean because all of the little things that they put into the developers put into the game, it makes the game very, very fun. And at some point in time, I just forgot about that. And just based off of, the kind of things I hear in trade chat and that I've heard in my previous guilds and raiding guilds and whatever else, the actions of people in the LFG Finder, or the group finder, whatever it's called, a lot of people have gotten to the point where they're thinking of, the game in terms of what you accomplish, and not necessarily having fun and enjoying the ride the entire time. As though, 1 to 79, because the level cap is 80 right now, every level before the level cap is just trying to get to the level cap. And then when you get to the level cap, it's just, trying to get more gold and trying to get more epics until you max out, at which point in time, who knows what happens. Everybody's trying to beat the game, and I just feel like that's totally the wrong approach. And that's why this video is not, some speed run in the LFG tool, because I made a priest a while ago, and I did a lot of really good speed runs, and I wanted to make videos of them, but then I realized, I don't want to promote that mentality. I don't want to make everyone think that, you should try to do dungeons and all of that as fast as, physically possible, because it doesn't matter. Whether you ding 80, in 2 days, or you ding 80 in 2 weeks, what matters is that you have more fun with whichever one you choose. Because that's what the game is about. The game's all about fun. For instance, if you have a lot of fun, I don't know, getting a rogue and just exploring all of these high-level areas, have fun however you want to have fun. Because the game is here for you to have fun. and it looks pretty. As you've probably noticed, you know, watching this video track, it looks really pretty. It's a really outdated, like, the game itself was made, what, in 2004, so it's like 6 years old, but it still looks pretty. If you just, you know, enjoy the simplistic things and enjoy how the little Easter eggs, I guess, that they put into the game, like there's a Murloc called, you know, Chief NLRGGRGG, because that's all the Murlocs say, and but you know, just appreciate the game. And but yeah, this is LiveWow, and thanks for watching.